Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. How are you today? I hope you are fit as a fiddle. My name is Ajrin Izan Nadira with metric number of 17203,256. Before I start my speech, you may turn the slide to page number 2. Most of us know someone who has been working for almost half of their lives. It could be someone related to you, for instance, your father, uncle, or grandfather, and it could be someone you know, like your lecturers, neighbors, or some famous politicians. I believe you must be wondering, why did the organization still hire them to work? In general, we all know that every successful organization lies an amazing teams of employees. Strong employees' contribution has a positive impact on the company's growth and revenue. Therefore, in order to be prosperous, it is important for every organization to recruit someone who may be valuable for them. Certainly, we all have heard or read the minimum retirement age in Malaysia, which is 60 years old. According to the World Bank Human Capital Index, as of 2018, Malaysia had been ranked 55th out of 157 countries, lagging behind Singapore, which topped the list. Therefore, in order to fully utilize our human potential and fulfill the country's aspiration of achieving the developed country status, raising the retirement age to 65 might be the solution. So today, I would like to persuade you to consider the idea of raising the minimum retirement age to 65. I am going to talk about 3 main points why we should support the minimum retirement age to be extended to 65. First, all the workers have valuable experience. Second, all the workers have strong work ethics. And third, all the workers can help reduce labor costs. Now, many of you were against the idea of raising the minimum retirement age to 65 as you believe that we should give opportunity to the younger generation. It is undeniably true, however, we should bear in mind that the older workers have a valuable experience. You may turn the slide to page number 3. As a preamble, we have heard that older workers with a level of experience that cannot be taught or replaced with. There are a lot to be said when it comes to experience. For instance, the experience of knowing how to perform the job, knowing the organization's policy, knowing how to get around the city, and the ability to adapt under pressure is something that older workers has experienced countless times throughout their careers. In terms of skills and knowledge, it takes a decade or longer for a person to gain the technical skills necessary to do the job. It's like cooking. You can be trained to cook, but it's not the same as cooking for years. Furthermore, older workers do not only possess a high level of knowledge and skills to perform the experience, but they also have the strong networkings with others. We did see eye to eye that the older workers have been in the workforce longer and they had more time to make more people along the way. With this, they can draw on this network to sell the product, develop the team, and develop their own potential, which in return will be beneficial for the organization. Now you may turn the slide to page number 4. Most of you had said that the older workers should rest and give opportunity to the younger generation to work. We all know that there is an intense competition between senior workers and young people who are just about to step foot in the field of work. In my opinion, the best choice for youth now is to dare take up the challenge of exploring the entrepreneurship as their career choice. They can start up their own business, as what had been said by Milton Berle, if opportunity doesn't knock, build a door. At the same time, as an incentive for youth to venture into entrepreneurship, the government also provides various programs, initiatives, and assistance so that youth can become entrepreneurs. For instance, Young Agripreneur Program, which aim at encouraging the involvement of youth in entrepreneurial activities in the agriculture sector value chain, such as plantation, livestock farming, fishing, agro-based industry, and agrotourism. By joining this program, the youth are able to establish their own business. Next, many of you might be skeptical of the idea of raising the retirement age to 65 because you believe that they are too old and they should just rest at home. Nevertheless, you will be amazed to learn that older employees have strong work ethics. Now you may turn the slide to page number 5. The older workers have great work ethics, such as they are hardworking. This is because they love what they are doing and they are comfortable with it. Furthermore, older workers are very punctual when it comes to work. They are looking forward to go to work each day as they have a pride on their job well done. So they are likely to arrive on time and be ready to work. Not only that, they are more willingly to stay later to get a job done. In addition, older workers are calmer and they have a good empathy towards people. This is because they had been working for a long time and thus they know how to deal with any problems encountered. Not only that, the empathy also makes them a good leader. Now, most of you has been saying that the older workers had too old and they should just rest at home. However, in my opinion, they should still continue to work. This is because, according to Department of Statistics Malaysia, the life expectancy of 60 years old Malaysia is expected to increase respectively. In slide number 6, the diagram below explains that males at the age of 60 years old are expected to live until 78.4 years old, while for women, they are expected to live until the age of 81.2 years old. Malaysia now has 7% or more of its population aged 65 and above, which makes us aging society. Encouraging longer working life will eventually increase the financial sustainability of pension system. I believe there are many older workers who still wanted to continue working until the age of 65. All this can be proven from my personal experience. You may turn the slide to page number 7. When I was studying for my diploma, I have a lecturer named Dr. Colton. He was 83 years old, the oldest lecturer in Malaysia, teaching the employment law subject. Throughout the whole semester learning from him, I have learned a lot from him. Even though he is 83 years old, but he has a strong work ethics. He was always punctual and he did not stop teaching until the end of class. What makes me proud of him was that he is a very hardworking man. Every Wednesday and Thursday, he will drive from Negeri Sembilan to Kuala Lumpur just to go to work and teach us. This is why I believe that the older workers have great work ethics. Therefore, it is advisable for us to not judge a book by its cover. Another reason you might be disagree with the idea of raising the retirement age to 65 is because you believe that they are incompetent and will make problems at work. However, from the other perspective, older workers can help reduce labor costs. Now you may turn the page to number 8. Reduced labor costs are a huge benefit when hiring older workers. Most of them already have insurance plan from prior employers or have additional source of income and willing to take a little less to get a job they want. They understand that working for a company can be about much more than just collecting a paycheck. Compared to the younger worker, older workers have less family commitment. This is because at the point of age, their children already grown up and most of them has their own family. Therefore, there will be less family commitment issues, thus employer does not have to worry about the absenteeism. Compared to the younger workers, there might be a possibility for them to take longer leave such as maternity leave, emergency leave as they have children to take care of. Next, retaining older workers means that there will be less technical training skills required. This is because the older workers already possess available skills throughout their working life. Not only that, from their skills, they can help the organization to teach the younger workers. By this, it will reduce the cost of labor. Moreover, since the COVID-19 outbreak, most companies is struggling with the downturn of economic business. Therefore, by retaining the older workers, it can also reduce the recruitment cost. With this, the organization is able to kill two birds with one stone. This means that they does not only able to retain the older employees, but they also get to reduce the cost of labor. So I hope I have convinced you to support the idea of raising the minimum retirement age to 65. Let me remind you guys why we should support it. Firstly, older employees have more experience. Second, older employees have strong work ethics. And third, they can help reduce labor costs. Now you may turn your slide to page number 9. Older workers are the country's valuable assets. It is important for the organization to fully utilize its manpower. Their experience and knowledges and skills should be utilized for the benefits of the country. So always look for a silver lining and try to find a sunny side of life. Before I end my speech, let me read one inspirational quote from Mark Twain. Age is an issue of mind over matter. If you do not mind, it does not matter. Thank you.